guys, Dylan Schultz here with 3 Irons Horse and Cattle Co. So today we got Sky back here. Previous video I did something on mounting and getting one gentle about getting on and off of them. But let's say you had one a little bit worse than her. Maybe they were real nervous about you hopping up there, putting pressure in the stirrup or jumping beside them, and and really getting up above them. So if you had one like that was real troubled about you being up higher than them in a blind spot or something, I'm going to show you a little bit of an exercise that can kind of help them get over you being higher than them. Kind of gets them gentle about you being in that spot, and a way that you can kind of start getting that foot over on them and getting them used to the idea of you being above them and in that saddle without really having to commit to it. So I'm going to take Sky over here to my rail. If you had one that was real sensitive about you being above them, you'd start kind of with one eye on them. And if you have a panel around pin, this is a lot easier. But I'll start kind of climbing this rail here, but I'll keep an eye on the horse the whole time. If you have one that was real sensitive, you may only make it a couple steps up before you have to come back down, and pet on them. She was kind of breathing a little heavy there, so I'll do it again. I'll go ahead and go a couple steps up, my round pin here. Then I'll come down, I'll work up to it. So if you have one real sensitive, you may have to get them used to the idea of them seeing you climb this and get higher, then come back down and get them over that first. So I'm going to go ahead and climb all the way up here now. Now that I'm up on here on this rail, I'll go ahead and show you what I like to do. Now you have to be able to kind of work one off the end of a lead rope, but I like to start kind of bumping them, getting them over here closer to this rail with me up here. And if she just tries to come closer, I'll release her. And I'll try to bump her up here a little bit more, or drive her, doesn't really matter. Whatever way you can kind of get your horse closer. Sometimes you can just drive him over a little bit like that. When she comes close enough, I'll reach down and I'll pet her. Tell her that was the right idea. Get a little closer to me up in this position. And then what I try to do is I try to work them a little bit parallel to me. Right there she took a step. That was the right idea, so I'll reach down and I'll pet her again. Just right here. Good job. Good job. So the ultimate goal here is to have this horse kind of parallel to me, with me above her, kind of in the similar height I'd be in if I was on her back, and it not be a big deal to her. You can see here she's kind of a little not too sure about it, but we'll just keep working through here. Now I'll bump on the end of this lead rope, or I'll try driving her. Whatever's easier to that horse. I can drive her, then push her up here. There you go. I'll pet her there. Good job. Pet her on this offside. There, she's licking and chewing. There. I'm going to try to bump her forward here again. Now I'll just try to, there we go. What happens is a lot of times they'll take their hind end out away from you, as you can see she did there. So then I'll just kind of have to start over, kind of driving back around here if I can. And I'll kind of try to bump them up here, pet on her again. There you go. And this may be several tries before you get this horse kind of parallel to you, because like I said, they like to try to rotate their hind end out away from that rail. You see how she jumped when I got kind of high there. But you can also take one leg over the rail like this, and when you get them parallel, you can take your inside leg and start putting it on that saddle. So another thing you might have to do is you might have to kind of drive them back and forth here, get them seeing you out of both eyes, get them kind of comfortable with you up there, and that's okay. But hopefully you can eventually start working them closer and closer here. She's not too sure about this yet, but she'll get there. You see there, she got a little bothered. She's all right. And I'll just keep driving her back and forth here. Biggest deal is don't get in a fight with them about this and get pulled off this round pin or lose them. Don't make it a huge deal. Just kind of chip away at it here. There you go. There you go. Kind of got her lined up a little bit there. Gave her a break. There you go. As you can see there, she wanted to move that butt over again, so I'll drive her back around here. Let her change eyes there. There you go. Bump her up here closer. Ooh, right there, right there. So right here, I kind of got her in the spot I want to. She's pretty close to this rail. You know, she's pretty parallel with me. I'm able to reach across both sides pretty easily. And what I do is I kind of start messing with that saddle again, prepare her for the thought of me kind of being up here and getting on her back. I may slide down a little bit and help her out, but you can do that. What you can do then is you can take your right foot here, if you can start kind of putting pressure on her here, letting her see it come to that saddle. I'm gonna go ahead and move her off a little bit and try to get her a little closer, but if you got one here, you give them a big break because they kind of got the right idea and you work on something. Maybe slide this stirrup back and forth here from this position here. And I'm not committed to this horse too, so if she is to spook, she can just kind of go on off and I can stop her on the end of this halter and turn her around and try again. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in position again, send her off, see if I can't get her a little closer. Bump her up here. There you go, honey. And if she even thinks about giving me the right thing, well, I'll just reward her. Pet on her. Release her. Ooh, right there. She even got a little closer to me. Good. 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 Bump her up here again. Maybe a couple more steps. Ooh, right there. Now, I can kind of start getting her used to the idea of me being up here above her. And there I might put my foot up here in the saddle, put some pressure on it. Good. You can even lean over here on this rail. There you go. Put one leg on that saddle. Good. Good. Get on off of her. And as you would do this, you kind of just build on it. Maybe stay there a little longer next time. Here. Let her look out of both eyes, if you will. Get on and off of her. There. There. And as you go on, you just keep building on it. You could even get your flag on this offside, work this offside more. I don't know, throw your rope out there, bring it back to her, all kinds of things, and get her used to things going on above her here. I'm gonna go ahead and call that good with her. It's the first time she's done this, so she did real good. Some horses take a lot longer than that.